Good morning, students. I am Sangeeta, Assistant Professor from English Department. How are you, students? I hope that you are safe and taking precautions from coronavirus. Today, I am going to teach you third unit grammar, that is identifying common errors in misplaced modifiers. As you know, already we have completed third unit lesson blue jeans. In reading skills, skimming and scanning. In writing skills, describing objects, places and events. Today our topic is misplaced modifiers, the grammar topic in third unit. This is very important topic in English grammar. This is very common mistakes the students do in their writing. So please listen to me very carefully. Try to understand the concept of misplaced modifiers. First of all, what is modifier? A modifier is anything in a sentence. It could be an adjective, an adverb, a phrase or a clause. Anything that modifies in a sentence. Modify means to change. Change the meaning or idea in a sentence. Got my point? What is the definition of the modifier? It is anything in a sentence. It could be an adjective, an adverb, a phrase or a clause. Anything that modifies or change in a sentence. Let us explain with example. A girl was singing. Okay, the sentence is a girl was singing. It's a dead sentence. Why did I call it as dead sentence? You will understand this when I show you how modifiers give life to this dead sentence. See, the sentence which is given is a girl was singing. I changed it as a beautiful girl was singing. Okay. Here the modifier is beautiful. It's an adjective. Girl is a noun. Here modifier beautiful modifies a girl, which is an adjective. Got my point? And the sentence is a beautiful girl was singing slowly. Here beautiful is an adjective, as I told you in the earlier, and also slowly also a modifier, which is an adverb, which modifies singing is a verb. Okay. In the first sentence, I have given a modifier, one modifier, a single modifier, and in the second sentence, I changed the sentences with the two modifiers. One is adjective, one is adverb. Beautiful and slowly. And the third sentence is standing on the stage, a beautiful girl was singing slowly. Okay, here, as I told you, a modifier could be an adjective, adverb, a phrase or a clause. So standing on the stage is a phrasal modifier. Okay. It is a modifier and beautiful is a modifier and is slowly also modifier. Which modifies a girl here? Okay. These three modifiers a girl. Okay, which is noun in a sentence. So, maybe you got my point, how the dead sentence changed as alive, okay, which is given a complete meaning with modifiers. Here, we'll see basic rule of the modifier. Modifiers modify the word which is close to it. So listen to me very carefully. Modifiers modify the word which is closer to it. Here we'll see the first example again. A beautiful girl was singing. Here the word is girl, which is closer. Okay. The modifier is very close to the girl. Okay. The beautiful is a modifier which is close to the word girl. Okay. And in the second sentence, the modifiers are beautiful and even slowly, which the words are girl and singing. okay, which is very close to the girl and singing. And even the third sentence also, standing on the stage is, which is modifier, which is close to the girl as well as singing. Okay, so the rule of the modifier is it modifies the word which is closer to it. Okay, note this point, which is very close to the word. Okay, now we'll see what is misplaced modifier. Actually, we have three types of modifiers: misplaced modifier, dangling modifier, squinting modifier. Okay, three types of modifiers, but as per JNTUH, we have only misplaced modifier in our syllabus. Okay, first we'll see what is misplaced modifier. So often we'll see the modifier is only which is given in the textbook, also in your textbook. They have given some examples of which is they have given only modifier, okay, with various examples. Once you try it, I have taken the two examples which with only. The first sentence is, I call only my mother when I am sick. And the second sentence is, I only call my mother when I am sick. See the difference between these two sentences. The first sentence is, I call only my mother when I am sick. The meaning is, when I am sick, I call only my mother. I don't call my sister or my brother or any other relatives in my family. I call only my mother when I am sick. Okay, this is the meaning of that first sentence. And the second sentence meaning is, I only call my mother when I am sick. Okay. Here the meaning of the sentence is, when I am healthy, I don't call my mother. Try to understand the meaning. When I am healthy, I don't call my mother. I never speak to her. When I am sick, I call her and ask her to prepare something for me. Okay. She gets angry at me. Okay, because I call only when I am sick. Okay, this is the difference between these two sentences. Okay, here the modifier is only. The first sentence, I call only my mother, and the second sentence is, I only call my mother. That's the difference between the modifier here, the change. Here we have changed the modifier only. In the first sentence, after only, my mother. In the first sentence, after only, the word call my mother. Okay, so got my point here. And one more thing, she served cookies to her guests on paper plates. See here, she served cookies to her guests on paper plates. Can you guess what is modifier here? Very good. It's on paper plates. So what is the meaning of this sentence here? She served cookies to her guests on paper plates. Who are on the paper plates here? As per this sentence, according to this sentence, guests are on paper plates. Is this the correct sentence? The meaning is wrong. Okay, here the modifier is misplaced. Okay, what is the correct sentence here? She served cookies on paper plates to her guests. Got my point? Yes, she served cookies on paper plates to her guests. So in the sentence which is given here, the modifier is misplaced. So see the sentence and place the modifier in a correct place or correct position, right position. Okay, I'll give you one more example like this. Hanging on the wall, my mom liked the clock. See here, try to understand the meaning of the sentence. Hanging on the wall, my mom liked the clock. Who is hanging here? According to this sentence, who is hanging here? My mother. Is this a correct sentence? What is modifier here? Hanging on the wall. Okay, this is wrong. Okay, what is the correct sentence here? My mom liked the clock hanging on the wall. Okay, hanging on the wall is modifier. My mom liked the clock hanging on the wall. Okay, and one more sentence, one more example. He bought a horse for his sister named Prince. Okay, try to understand the meaning of this sentence. He bought a horse for his sister named Prince. So, what is the sister's name here? Named Prince. Is this a correct sentence? No, it is wrong because the prince is a horse name, not the sister name. So here also the modifier is in a wrong place. Okay, situated in a wrong place. So the position of the modifier is in a wrong place. Okay, so make it as correct. He bought a horse named Prince for his sister. Okay, this is the correct sentence. And one more thing, I have given examples like the pretty girl walked over the counter. Pretty is an adjective, girl is noun, and pretty is a modifier here. The very pretty girl walked over to the counter. Okay, very is an adverb here. Pretty is an adjective, girl is noun. Okay, the very pretty girl walked over to the counter. And the third sentence like the very pretty girl walked quickly over to the counter. Okay, here the modifiers are very, pretty and quickly. Okay, the modifiers are placed very closely which we wanted to describe. This is very, very important thing, okay, which you have to keep it in your mind. Okay, students, I hope that you understood this video, understood this concept of misplaced modifiers, and try to do the exercises which is given in the textbook unit 3 modifiers. Okay, I hope that you understood. Thank you. Bye.